Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Sierra Nevada's new Colonel E.H. Taylor collaboration. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Lori Mangum, Katie Joyce, and Ryan Thompson.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, so we're going to be talking today about, this combines a couple of my favorite things. I do love Colonel E.H. Taylor. He was born on February 12th, by the way. We're same date as me. Different years. We're different. We're not the same age, but yeah.
You're kidding.
And then Bigfoot. Everybody knows I like Bigfoot. So you combine those two things together. It's pretty good. Hey, speaking of that, I heard that there's a local radio show where the guy talks about bourbon and stuff like that in the segments. And he was talking about Bigfoot. And so they know he's a bourbon guy, but he's talking about Bigfoot. And then he opens it up to callers. And when somebody says, don't you know that in St. Louis we have our own bourbon Sasquatch? And he hung up on him.
No.
He's like, that guy's my competitor. And he hung up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't even know the radio guy, but apparently I'm his competitor. Yeah. He knows me.
Someone's scared of their competition.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I wish I know who said that. I mean, no one has stepped forward and said, hey, I called it the radio show and the guy hung up on me, but no. I don't know. And I didn't hear it myself.
Would call you. You think somebody would text you like, Steve, I got hung up on today. It's your fault.
I know. Exactly.
Somebody would tell you.
Exactly. Yeah. But it wasn't meant to be. All right. McNew, you said there's something you wanted to talk about. What is that?
Yeah. So with the subject of the show, do you guys have a favorite cryptid?
Oh, yeah. Well,
a favorite what? I'm sorry.
Cryptid. So, yeah. An animal that is probably not real, but there are people that believe in it.
There's tons of folklore about
like Bigfoot. Them. I mean, I love Bigfoot, and you know, growing up, I also, when I was a kid, I loved the Loch Ness Monster too. I love that story.
Nessie.
Yeah, that was another one that I really liked, Nessie. But yeah, so those Bigfoot of those is for me the king of all cryptids. But well,
would the Tooth Fairy be part of that group?
I think it should count.
I don't think the Tooth
Fairy should count
because it's not animal-like. But I mean, it's folklore. Why not? You can like the Tooth
Fairy's animal. It's like mosquito-like, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, yeah, they're creepy. We don't have time for me to get into a conspiracy theory, but I do think the Tooth Fairy is like some kind of vampire. Like this is some occultist shit.
Really?
Bones under your pillow. But,
my bedtime's in like 2 hours, so let's not talk about that.
Yeah, the Bourbon Daily listeners, I want to hear this.
Oh no!
I did have a dream about Bigfoot like a week ago. It was kind of weird.
Okay, let's hear about that before we go on.
Well, it didn't end up so good for Bigfoot. He got hunted by some other random dude that was faster than him.
Oh no!
And, they ended up in a brawl, and Bigfoot got hunted and died.
Oh gosh!
Ryan has some wild dreams.
That's a terrible story,
right?
Yeah. When I was writing, I wrote a series of short stories. And I was thinking maybe I should release those, like I read them, because I always wanted to do like an audiobook. I read my short stories, but one of them was Bigfoot versus Paul Bunyan.
I want to read that, Steve.
I do like both Bigfoot and Paul Bunyan, so I need to revisit that and have a special on audio. So yeah,
we'll throw a little Jack and the Beanstalk in there.
Yeah,
have some.
I would listen to that.
Yeah. Lori, what is your favorite cryptid?
I didn't think about it much until just now, but I did used to like have a cousin that would talk about chupacabra
Okay.
when I was a kid and like try to
Your
freak me out when we were in the woods.
Goats.
Yeah, because there's, not to get gross or anything, but dude, chickens aren't a rare thing around a farm. So if you're like, oh, chupacabra, like
I remember
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, there was a video produced where they had El Chupacabra on video. And then the scientist comes on and is like, no, that's just a dog with mange. I'm like, that does not look like any sort of dog. That does not look like any dog I've ever seen. So, yeah.
Yeah. Some of those things got blamed on street dogs. And I'm like, that was not any type of dog. That was,
Yeah. And McNew has enough dogs. She would know. But,
she would.
Yeah, my dogs do not look like chupacabras.
All right, Katie.
Would a werewolf be part of this group?
Yeah, werewolf. So the
Yeah.
Rougarou from Louisiana, absolutely.
Well, there you go. The boogaroo. Yeah.
Werewolf.
Katie, what about you?
A jackalope would be mine
Ah.
growing up, because there were a few like small town like
What's a
taverns and stuff that would have them like on the walls. And
We have one on our wall at our tasting room, actually. Steve.
You do?
Hey, see? So I always found them
the
really
jackalope.
fascinating. And
Okay.
then most recently though, I think it might have changed to a unicorn.
Does
Because
that count?
I think I'm gonna say it counts, right? Does
If
it
that
count?
counts,
sense.
then that's mine.
Hey,
Oh.
I feel like it's not the traditional answer, because I feel like jackalope would be the traditional answer,
I
but
had to Google a jackalope. I didn't know what that was.
You didn't know a jackalope?
because
Oh, man.
a friend bought me a coffee mug that says traditional lawyer and has a picture of a horse, and then it says me, and it has a picture of a unicorn on a
That's
pole
good.
dance.
Aw.
It's like pole
That's
dance and
okay.
unicorn. And so
Mhm.
when I think of unicorns, I think that's of that mug. So that
Okay.
if a unicorn counts, that would be my new favorite. But traditional answer would be jackalope.
I guess we could put mermaid out there too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mermaid's-
yeah.
mermaid's a
That's a
tiny
good
bit-
one.
That's a good one. Yeah. What do you
I
think?
feel like some
McNew?
of our answers are frustrating, Stephanie. She's like, just give me traditional cryptid
Right.
answers.
Yeah,
people.
no,
Stop giving me
I
tooth
think-
fairy
I think
answers.
it's very, very broad. And anything in folklore you could probably rope into here. But mine is the Mothman. I think he is
Oh.
so
Mothman?
Oh.
I love Mothman.
I
like
love
a
Mothman.
superhero?
No, Mothman.
No.
No,
Yeah.
Google it.
Hero. He is
Yeah,
a
Google it.
harbinger
He
of death and bad luck. But he's
Oh.
adorable. He's very cute when you draw him as a cartoon.
yeah, like he'll show up like
He's so
right
cute.
before a bridge collapses, or like he was spotted right before 911. They say he is a precursor to
Oh.
bad disasters happening.
And there's a festival every year in West Virginia that I have not
I
been
do
to
like the
yet, but I
Mothman.
want to be.
Yeah. I have a Mothman
I've never
hat.
heard of Mothman before.
You
I'm
never heard of
looking him up
Mothman?
right now.
Never,
Yeah.
So
ever.
there's a movie. It was like a 90s, early 2000s movie called The Mothman Prophecies. It covers it very
Yes.
well. It actually covers it very
Yes.
well. But Mothman
Right.
is like a rabbit hole you can just spend forever on Wikipedia and the internet learning about the Mothman.
Quite
Yeah.
interesting pick you have there, McNew.
Yeah,
Quite interesting.
Harbinger of Death. That's my favorite.
There you go. All right, there you go. There are our favorite cryptids. So yes, yeah. I would say Bigfoot number 1, Nessie number 2, Mothman number 3. I like Champ up there in Lake Champlain.
Yeah. So I like the
that's cool.
BC creature
What's
ones
that?
get like cute little nicknames like Champ and Nessie.
Champ is cool.
Yeah, they're
That's
probably
another one.
cousins somehow.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Katie, while from Missouri, is too young. But when I was young, they had one in Missouri called Momo the Monster, and he was even on the news, like Channel 5 News. So it's been spotted. Momo the Monster. That was our version of Bigfoot in Missouri. So.
Oh, you're right. I am.
Yeah.
Normally, I know about these. I really don't know about this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Momo the Monster. Yeah.
Louisville
Like the
has
name.
one, and I'm actually afraid of this one. He's called the Poplick Monster, and he's a goat man.
Oh,
Really?
Have a goat
Really
man in
very
Louisville.
afraid of them.
I'm gonna have to look that
I've never
up
seen him.
now.
I've never seen him. Has he ever been on
Oh.
Whiskey Row? That's where I spend most of my time.
He likes to hang out on a tree trestle. So
Okay. I heard he goes to Doc Crow's. He never goes.
that's why we're
Yeah, he
friends.
never goes to Merle's Whiskey
He
Kitchen.
likes the tater tots.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Well, all right, gang. It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'm going to kick this thing off. Weller Foolproof. Weller Foolproof.
Go off.
All right. Nice spacey. Probably not going to be enough based on the cork pops we've heard so far, but I'm not going to concede. I'm going to make you guys earn it. So we'll see what happens. McNew, you're next.
I just have some regular old Buffalo Trace.
Okay. Okay. Buffalo Trace would tell you there's no such thing as regular old Buffalo Trace. All their products are good and unique in their own way. So
I didn't say it was bad.
okay, they just wanted me to clarify that. I didn't want to hear from their legal team. Okay.
Classic is what she meant.
McNew has the lead. McNew, all right.
Can't count as slander from McNew because it was oral against Buffalo Trace in her defamation of regular old Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Legal break brought to you by Katie Trace.
All right, Katie, you're next. What do you got there?
I have some 50 Stone from
50
Portland, Maine.
I don't know that. Oh, cool.
Oh, I do like Portland, Maine.
I picked it up when I was in Maine. I filled my checked bag with as much whiskey as I could and my mother's bag with some whiskey as well.
Can you show the label one more time, Katie?
Yeah.
Nice.
50 Stone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making a list.
Ooh.
That might be all time there.
I think absolutely.
And I'll have you know, I have the settings pulled up, but I forgot to change the settings on my microphone. So I still had it on medium instead of low.
Still might be all time.
Yeah,
Isn't a stone like 28 pounds? So isn't 50 stones a lot? I think. I think.
It is a distinctive Highland single malt whiskey made with floor malted Maine grown barley, smoked with Maine peat and locally harvested seaweed. 50 Stone pours a wonderful shade of amber. Notes of vanilla and caramel are balanced by dark fruit flavors in a robust spicy finish.
I love a good robust whiskey.
Robust spicy finish.
Okay.
We've been drinking.
All right. Ryan, what do you got?
Going with, gonna keep it up in the Northeast there. A little bootlegger.
Right.
Okay.
From Do Good Spirits.
Do good.
So the distiller owner of Bootlegger of Do Good is a guy named Brian. He and I actually sat on a panel together in Austin at Discus event a year and a half ago or so. And then at this event in Poughkeepsie in the Hudson Valley there in New York last weekend, he shows up right next to me. So we had a fun day there. And then I'm driving from Poughkeepsie out to Buffalo and happened to be driving through Roscoe, New York, which is where their distillery is. So I pulled over and did a quick tour of their distillery and had a good old time. So
introduce me to that guy. I've been trying to get a hold of him. So
yeah, I can make that happen.
Okay. No, not enough there.
That was decent though. I think that was your best one of the night.
Yeah, he's getting better. Mm-hmm. Everyone's been better. So all right, Katie has a better
microphone.
Yeah, McNew, you're next. What do you got?
I just did the Buffalo Trace.
Oh, that's right.
Regular old Buffalo.
I was gonna edit that out because of the pending litigation, but I'll let it stand now. So yeah, you're on your own. I tried to save you. I did my best. All right. Last but not least is Laura. Go ahead. McNew's getting sued, so go ahead, Laura.
I got some Uncle Nearest 1856.
Okay.
Maybe.
That was good. That was good. The slosh, though, it was very sloshy. It was explosive, but sloshy.
That's a tough call there, Steve.
I think it was a classic shotgun, whereas Katie's was more of a pop gun. I mean, it sounded more like a kid's gun. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Lori got it.
Yeah,
really?
I like the slushy slush swish.
There was a lot of slush.
I thought you were gonna go with Katie. No splash.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like the splash.
Ding.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Sierra Nevada Bigfoot beer aged in Colonel H. Taylor barrels. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We'll also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely family distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot beer aged in Colonel E.H. Taylor barrels.
Yes, we are. So, I included the photo of it, which I think it's cool. It comes in the tube like the Colonel E.H. Taylor bourbon. I think is a nice touch. I bought some of this. You could buy it online but it sold out the day it got released, so it's now gone. But the day they sold it, you could buy it for $29 for a bottle. It's really high ABV, so it's the highest ABV that Sierra Nevada's ever had. It's also the longest aged. Now, and again, I don't know enough about beer. I don't want to, step on my foot here, but in this article says it too, that it's been aged in those barrels 7 years, which sounds like a long time to age beer. It doesn't sound right. And there's beer people that are saying they're representing what they do. But I don't know enough about beer to be able to speak to what that might actually be. So in the article, it did say it was aged 7 years in a barrel. I can't imagine that being true.
What's the proof, Steve?
But I don't know off the top of my head. Does anybody remember from the article?
14, wasn't it? Ish.
I thought so too. Some close enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to see on the bottle.
Something like that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this 43-year-old. Okay. $29 a bottle. 15% ABV. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
I was just
most potent beer they've ever brewed. Yeah. Yeah.
The packaging is obviously great.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks great.
good marketing.
Yeah, it's a cool label. We'll see.
So it's aged 7 years, but only 1 year of it's actually in the E.H. Taylor barrel. It's 6 years in unnamed barrel, and then 1 year in the E.H. Taylor barrel, which I think is a bunch of BS, personally.
Yeah.
It kind of is, yeah.
It's clearly just for marketing, but it's fantastic marketing. So they get an A+ on the marketing part of this.
Yeah, I was surprised because you could buy it in Kentucky too. I was surprised it stuck around for as long as it did. I mean, it was you could buy it all day. I thought it would have been gone in like an hour because you could ship it into Kentucky, and the fact bourbon's so popular there, and the Colonel E.H. Taylor brand is so popular, I would have thought this would have just been instantly vaporized, gone. But if you wanted it, you were able to get it. I think so. But yeah, and I wonder if we'll start seeing this as people start getting their shipments, if it'll appear on secondary. And I bet it will. It'll probably go in some of the bourbon forums as opposed to the beer drinker stuff, I would guess.
If if they did it well, I could definitely see this getting an absolute cult following.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So because obviously it's very close to the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout, because that's a
Right.
2-year barley wine, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so if this is a good product, which personally I don't care for the Goose Island Bourbon County at all. And I'm sure there's
I
a lot
like
of
it.
people
I like it.
listening
Yeah.
to this who are like
I haven't
yelling.
had it.
And so
Because the people that don't like it though tend to be really hateful, so they get angry. So there's you got more fans than people booing. you
okay,
right now,
all
too.
right, I got my homies listening then. So
Yeah.
but I would definitely, though, if someone had this, like if I saw this in a store and was walking by it available, I think I might still try it. I'm definitely not ordering it just because I
Okay.
don't like the
Okay.
Goose Island.
Okay.
But if
So
it
you
became available in stores around me,
All right.
I would
So
probably try it
so
just to try.
you go into Total Wine, say, and there it
Mhm.
is, $29 for that bottle of beer. It is a bottle of beer, but it looks like a 750 and it's high ABV. I mean, that's, something that's meant to be shared. That's not something you sit down and drink like a beer, like you drink out of a six pack.
Off the bottle, just
Yeah.
sit back
I mean,
with
unless
it.
you're having a night.
Yeah. So would you buy that then, Katie? $29? Would you take a flyer on that?
If I kind of had struck out, like if I wasn't buying a bunch of other stuff that day at the Total Wines, like if I wasn't already picking up a bunch of other bottles of whiskey and other stuff, and I
Okay.
was kind
You
of
wouldn't
lower.
put anything back.
Yeah, if I was definitely not putting anything back for that.
Okay.
But if I was lower and was like, I'm not really buying anything else while I'm here, I'm in the store anyway. Yeah, I'll drop
Okay.
$30 on this.
So, all right. What about this then, Katie? Riddle me this. So you've got a friend who's a big Colonel E.H. Taylor fan. And there's a lot of them out there. I mean, there's people that chase it around. It's amazing to me that small batch should be like $39 and people will be like, well, I spent $150. I know I spent over. It's crazy to me. So you knew that there was someone that really was into Colonel E.H. Taylor whiskey and you saw this. Would you grab this and say, hey, look what I found for you?
Oh yeah, fantastic gift.
Yeah, I think it's a great gift as we get into the holiday season. I think it's a great gift for
I
your
was
bourbon
going to say that
drinkers.
too.
Yeah.
This is super giftable. It's great
Yes.
packaging. You can even just like slide it in a stocking. Like it's
Yep. Yeah.
very giftable.
Or just put a bow on top. The packaging.
Yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
in and of
I know.
itself.
I think,
Like,
yeah.
and it fits a lot of categories. You'll be like, oh, my weird friend that likes cryptids. Boom, done. I have
Yes.
a beer friend. I don't know shit about beer. I'm
Right,
probably
yeah,
not
beer
going to buy
friend.
you good beer. Boom, done. Your
You got a bourbon friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It
It's
fits
so
a lot
unique.
of categories.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. I agree. It checks a lot of boxes when it comes to categories. So it's good.
I will admit I liked their notes that they mentioned. And so, because
Mhm.
they mentioned that their original barley
Yeah.
wine went away from the richer, sweeter, maltier part of beer, which is the part I love about beer. So I was like, you're getting away
Uh-huh.
from what I like. No wonder I don't like you. But the notes of this about the rich flavors of molasses and caramel and burnt sugar, that was like, okay, you have my attention. I might be back in on this. Maybe this is something different with what you've done here, and that maybe that longer aging really did do something here.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. So I think it's a fun product, and I like collaborations in general. I like when two companies get together and present it too. There's a lot of collaborations where, the one company doesn't get recognized. They're just helping somebody out, and this is a true partnership, and it's like I said, the way it's designed, there's something for everyone there. So it's a cool product, I think. So
Even if it's not good, it's just cool to say you tried it. Like, what
Yeah.
a cool fun
Right,
project.
yeah, for sure.
It's
All right,
about
well-
the experience.
It is. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Katie, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
Lori.
Y'all can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Spirited Curves.
All right, Ryan.
Website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th whiskey with an E.com. Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. And please come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. We are in the St. Louis suburb, Arnold, Missouri. And of course, you can learn about everything we have going on by going to our website, filling out the quick form that allows you to get our email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.